Hello, my presentation today is titled Leadership Analysis of Martin Luther King Jr. I will be exploring his leadership through the lens of trait theory and transformational leadership, analysing how these theories apply to his own work and reflecting on my own leadership traits. Leadership can be defined as the process of influencing others towards a common goal, as described by Nordhaus. Martin Luther King Jr. exemplifies this definition. He was a pivotal leader of the civil rights movement, renowned for his advocacy for racial equality through nonviolence. His leadership directly contributed to historic milestones such as the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. I'll now explore what made him an extraordinary leader and reflect on his lessons from his legacy. The trait theory emphasizes on innate qualities of leaders such as intelligence, determination, and charisma. Dr. King embodied these traits. His intelligence was evident in his academic achievements, including a doctorate in theology. His charismatic nature inspired millions through speeches like I Have a Dream, which was delivered to over 250,000 attendees during the 1963 March in Washington. King's integrity was unwavering, as seen in his adherence to nonviolence. He once said, "Nonviolence is a powerful and just weapon. It is a sword that heals." This statement encapsulates how his personal values shaped his leadership. However, trait theory has its limitations. It overemphasizes innate traits and neglects the importance of learned skills and context. For example, King's ability to strategize and organize large-scale movements like the Montgomery bus boycott reflects not only traits but also skills that he developed over time. Transformational leadership is characterized by the four I's: idealized influence, inspirational motivation, intellectual stimulation, and individualized consideration. Dr. King demonstrated idealized influence by embodying nonviolence and moral authority. He famously said, "I have decided to stick with love. Hate is too great a burden to bear." His actions matched his principles, making him a role model for his followers. His speeches, such as I Have a Dream, exemplified inspirational motivation, articulating a compelling vision for racial equality. King's quote, "Faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase," reflects his ability to inspire hope even in uncertain times. Through his letter from Birmingham jail, King fostered intellectual stimulation, challenging systemic thinking about racial injustice. He wrote, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere." Finally, King's commitment to mentoring leaders like John Lewis demonstrates individualized consideration. He invested in developing future change makers, ensuring the movement's longevity. So while trait theory highlights key leadership traits, it does have its limitations. For instance, Dr. King's success wasn't solely due to innate traits like charisma and intelligence. His skills in strategic planning and communication were critical, demonstrating the role of learned behaviours. As Donald McGannon noted, leadership is not a position or a title, it is action and example. Transformational leadership also has its drawbacks. Over-reliance on a single visionary leader can create vulnerabilities. For example, after King's assassination in 1968, urban riots broke out in over 100 cities, revealing a leadership vacuum. While transformational leaders inspire movements, they must also build structures for continuity. My own self-assessment revealed strengths in empathy and communication, which align with transformational leadership's emphasis on individualized consideration. Dr. King's words, "Life's most persistent urgent question is, what are you doing for others?" deeply resonated with me as I strive to always lead with empathy and service. However, I need to develop a confidence in conflict resolution to better inspire and motivate others. King's quote, "Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter," really encouraged me to take a stand even in challenging situations. So moving forward, I aim to enhance this aspect of my leadership. So in conclusion, Martin Luther King Jr. exemplified the principles of trait and transformational leadership. His own charisma, integrity, and moral authority were instrumental in advancing civil rights, while his transformational approach appeared systemic change. Businesses today can learn from his emphasis on moral integrity and visionary leadership. For example, his Poor People's Campaign addressed economic inequality, showcasing his holistic approach to justice. And reflecting on his legacy, I have learned that leadership is both innate and cultivated through values and experiences. As King famously said, the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. Thank you for taking the time to watch my presentation.